Can Choso perform reverse curse technique? There's been some confusion surrounding this due to his unique position as a cursed womb death painting, aka half human, half curse. And we know curses cannot perform reverse curse technique. So let's talk about it, but manga spoilers if you're not caught up through chapter 258. So the short answer is yes, Choso can perform reverse curse technique, and we know this for certain thanks to the latest chapter. But let me break it down and kind of explain why this was confusing. So remember this guy, the finger bearer curse that Sukuna fought early on in the manga? Well, if you recall, Sukuna is unimpressed when this thing heals itself because Sukuna states it's not impressive for cursed spirits to heal because it's far easier for them to do compared to sorcerers. And that's because sorcerers have to use reverse curse technique to create positive cursed energy. However, cursed spirits don't have to do that, and in fact, they probably can't do it. And that's because positive cursed energy is lethal to them. So cursed spirits just used regular cursed energy to heal, hence why Sukuna was not impressed when he did it. Now, going back to Choso and his brothers, the Cursed Womb Death Paintings, which are half human, half curse, there's kind of been this big question mark for a large part of the series. People wondering, could Choso perform reverse curse technique, or is he curse enough to where that is going to be impossible for him and quite possibly even lethal for him? Well, now we have the answer. And I think this still makes sense because yes, Choso in the cursed object, aborted stage was half human, half cursed, but then you got to remember that that cursed object was ingested by a human vessel. So Choso's form is human. He was just incarnated from a half curse, half human object. So in a way, you could think of him like 3/4 human, 1/4 curse, but that's not exact. So for that reason, Choso can perform reverse curse technique without it destroying him from the inside because he is mostly human. Now, that wasn't the only confusion surrounding this, because people were also confused due to how blood manipulation plays a role in RCT. In the latest chapter, 258, they talk a lot about this, because Choso and Yuji are being primed to learn RCT. And Choso asks the RCT users, namely Shoko, how do you create blood with RCT? And Shoko says, I convert cursed energy into blood. And it's one of the most taxing parts of RCT. It requires a ton of cursed energy to do that. Well, in Choso's case, and also Yuji's case, they can create blood with cursed energy just because of their curse technique blood manipulation. So reverse curse technique is going to be far easier for them because they basically have a hack to do that part very simply. So that wasn't saying that Choso and Yuji were simply using blood manipulation in place of RCT. No, they're doing RCT, but they just have a way easier path to it. So to recap here, Choso and Yuji are confirmed to be using reverse curse technique now. They learned during the month time skip where they presumably swapped bodies with RCT users to get a feel for it. They are not healing with regular cursed energy, and they're not curses, okay? They're just using their blood manipulation to supplement the RCT pathway, if you will. I hope that clears things up. I've seen a lot of people discussing this, and shout out to Ivan, who specifically asked me this. I'll move out of the way for anybody that wants to read it. But y'all, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.